Today we're going to be going over what the current market looks like here in Raleigh Durham and some predictions for 2023, so stick around.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back. I'm Zach. This is my beautiful wife, Cindy. If you have not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to be a part of the channel. That number on the screen, that is our number. We put it there because we are licensed real estate brokers in the area, which means as much as we love to make these videos for you, we love to help you with your real estate needs even more. So if you're looking to buy or sell, you got questions about the area, we'd love to chat with you. So feel free to reach out. Like Cindy said, today's video, we're going to be covering the market, give an update on the market, but we're also going to give some thoughts on 2023 and what we think 2023 will look like. So with that being said, let's dig in. All right, so the big theme of the last data drop, which was for October's data, is pretty much the market is holding steady with where it is. And so we've got some data points we're going to walk through to kind of showcase that. The first one is days on market. So in September, the average days on market was 21. In October, it's 24. So not a huge difference. I consider that pretty much holding steady.
Right. Yeah. Which, you know, still is a big difference from maybe what we would have seen like this time a year ago. But, you know, as far as, hey, where are things headed from like just more recent times, it's been pretty consistent. So that's good news in a way because, you know, I think some people were like, the market's crashing. And we're like, no, probably not. It's probably just getting to a point where it's finally stabilizing, which is good because it was going up like crazy for like the longest time. So now maybe we're like, okay, we're plateauing, which would be a good place to be for sure for everybody, I think. Beneficial for everybody. But yeah, like Zach mentioned, about the same for the percent of the list price received. So what that stat means is like the percentage of homes going under contract for at least their listed price. Like this time a year ago would have been like 101%, which was kind of crazy. So almost all of them were going for above the listed price. But in September, it started dropping under 100% finally, and now we're down to like 97%, whereas in September was 98%. So not a big difference. Just another key point of the fact that this kind of seems really similar to our September data.
As far as average sales price goes, in September we were looking at $455,000, in October 445,000. So also a data point that's remaining pretty steady across the board.
So all these numbers are getting a little bit higher, you know, but not in a way that's like alarming or very important. I feel like not, I mean, it's important, but it's not like drastically different. Like it feels pretty similar. All
right, the next data point we want to cover is the month's worth of inventory that's currently on the market. So in October, it crept up just a little bit. So in September, there was about 1.8 months worth of inventory. In October, there's been 2 months worth of inventory. And a lot of that, I think, is due to longer days on market. And the reason I say that, because the biggest difference in the data from September and October, and especially this October compared to last October, October 2021, is how many new listings hit the market. So in September, we saw 3,900 new homes hit the market. This October 2022, that number was 3,200. So there's a big drop between September and October. And it's not just, of new inventory. And it's not just a seasonal thing, because if you look at October of 2021, there were 4,200 homes hit the market in October of 2021. There's 1,000 less that hit this October. And I think what it is, we're starting to see the impact of higher interest rates on sellers. We focus a lot on how higher interest rates impact buyers, but it also impacts sellers, because if you're living in a home and you want to upgrade your house, you want to move to a new neighborhood in the same area, and you've got a 3% interest rate, you're probably not going to move into that home because you're going to incur a 7% interest rate. And so it doesn't make much sense. And so I think as we go, it's going to be interesting to watch how sellers respond to higher interest rates. And I think that data point of 1,000 homes hitting the market less than this same time last year, I think is an indicator that the sellers are more reluctant, less willing to list their home.
Right. So we still have a lot of homes on the market, but not that many that were added last month. So that means they're staying on the market longer. So a lot of those, those original like almost 4,000 that were listed in September might have still been sitting for sale in October. So,
exactly.
You know, it's kind of like accumulating more. So it's interesting because, you know, you have a little less buyer demand, so things are staying on the market longer, but you actually technically, I guess, have less options than you did last year. Yeah. Which is weird because it felt like you had no options last year because the houses swept up so fast. Yeah. It's interesting.
All right. So when it comes to 2023, because at this point we're like a month and a half away from 2023, which is crazy.
We have a lot of Christmas shopping to do.
We do. And a lot of Christmas decorating. I love Christmas time. And Cindy will not let me decorate until after Thanksgiving, which is just a tragedy.
I love it. It takes away from the specialness.
Put in the I would love this. Put in the comments below when you start to decorate for Christmas. I hope only comment if you are in my camp so that I win.
No. Anyway, we still have pumpkins on the porch. We cannot put up the Christmas tree.
We're getting way off topic. 2023 housing market, what is it going to look like? So honestly, projections are all over the place. I'm going to walk through a couple of them just to kind of give you a big picture of what things look like. So the top economist for the National Association of Realtors, his projection is home sales will drop 7%. So the number of homes that have sold will drop 7%, but home prices will increase by 1% nationwide. So he's one of the few that's actually projecting a slight increase in home prices. And the reason being is that inventory is going to drop so low because less people are going to list, that the competition is going to remain somewhat steady and it's going to keep prices at a stable level. And that's where that data point that we talked about just a minute ago of new listings hitting the market, that's where that comes into play. Is as that number dips and there's less options for buyers, then it kind of stabilizes the market a little more when there's less buyer demand. So that's one projection. Fannie Mae projects that listings are going to dip from where we've been about 5 million sales per year, units sold per year, nationwide, to under 4 million, which is crazy. I mean, it'll be, if their projections come true, it'll be the least number of homes sold since 2012, which just blows my mind. But they're projecting a 1.5% decrease in prices next year. So a little bit flip from the National Association of Realtors, where they're projecting a 1% increase. Fannie Mae's projecting a 1.5% decrease. Where you get some bigger numbers is when you start looking at what Wall Street is projecting. So Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Moody Analytics, those companies are projecting anywhere from a 5 to 10% decrease in prices, which is substantial, right? Like, I mean, if prices do dip 10%, that's a substantial dip. And I think at the end of the day, it's all going to be dependent on what does the Fed do with interest rates, what happens with mortgage rates. So, I mean, if mortgage rates creep up into the double digits, it'll probably be 10% plus, price reductions.
And these are nationwide predictions too.
They are.
So these aren't local predictions. I think we would have our own opinions about that because you're going to have some places in the country where it's going to be more impacted because people are fleeing these areas for different reasons. But I think that our area will probably be more stable than other parts of the country because we have such a large amount of people relocating in because we have a lot of businesses coming here. So how does all this impact you? I think we're entering a market, and we already are in a market where I tell buyers, you're gonna have to be flexible. Like, interest rates, I feel like change or mortgage rates, I should say, change, I feel like on a daily basis. The offers we put in are very house specific, situationally specific. And so there's just a lot of flexibility that's gonna be required in the market in 2023. Because we're still seeing, it's kind of weird because, a year ago, every house, no matter what the condition was, felt like it was a multiple offer situation no matter what. And now it's like some are still multiple offer and some aren't. And like, we can't really figure out, I mean, some of them you can be like, obviously this one's going to be multiple offer. It's like perfect, it's well priced, it's in this great location. But then some of them feel like that, and then somehow they don't turn into multiple offer. And then some you go into and you're like, this house is just okay, and then it turns into multiple offers.
Yeah, it does make sense.
You never really quite know what to expect when something new just hits the market. So it, like Zach said, we have to be flexible going into things. But the good news is, I think for buyers, like it feels like things are going to be stable into next year, and there's going to be a little more time to breathe and make a decision that you've had time to like maybe sleep on. Yeah,
you don't have to rush into it, which is just amazing.
Yeah.
So, hey, if you like today's video, make sure to check out our other videos. We have videos on the area, videos on the different cities, neighborhoods to check out. So we'd love for you to check those out. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. We'd love for you to be a part of the channel. If you do have questions about the area, questions about real estate in the area, looking to buy or sell, our number is below. You can text us, you can call us, whatever works best for you. My email is also below as well if you prefer that method of reaching out. And then we have other forms of social media. Yes, you can find us on Instagram or Facebook. If you search The Honeycut Realtors, you'll find us there, or you can head to our website, honeycutrealtors.com, and you can reach out to us on there. So like 20 different ways to reach out to us, but feel free to do whichever one makes sense to you, and we hope that you'll follow along with us. But thanks for watching today's video. The market feels like it's chaos. I don't know where it's headed. Honestly, I don't think anyone does, but we'll see. So thanks for tuning in, and we will see y'all next time.